Hi everyone, welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. I took last week off, didn't even really mean to, but I just didn't have enough to show you guys. Been so busy around here. It's definitely that time of the year where it's getting busier by the minute, it seems. But I do have enough to show you guys this week. Now, I feel like the video is a little hodgepodge, but that's real life, you know. Not every single meal is a new one or a real put together one. Sometimes we're just getting food on the table. So I think you'll enjoy today's video. I've got a little special guest. He had a good time with Gigi's camera and recorded some little things to say to you guys. So that'll be at the end. So this is just kind of a real life video showing you some stuff that we've had to eat around here. All right, guys, let's get right on into today's video. Alright, we're going to start off this video by showing you the things that I made up for our big fall party, which was the second Saturday in October. In this skillet here, I'm frying up some zesty Bob Evans breakfast sausage. I'm going to use a can of these diced tomatoes with green chilies. And in my crock pot here, I've cubed up a whole 2-pound box of Velveeta. Once my sausage is browned and cooked through, I'm going to drain that and I'm going to add that in here with the cheese, the tomatoes, and I'm going to add a little bit of milk because I'm thinning it out. I want it thinned out a little bit. I am making a big crock pot of Rotel cheese dip to be served with tortilla chips. This is always a big hit on any type of get-together. We just love it. All right, I also made another pan of sausage with Velveeta in that as well, and this is for brown Betties. Again, always goes over well at parties. Once you get your sausage drained, add in that cheese. You want to add in a couple shakes of Worcester, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then you put it on some party bread and bake it. They are always delicious. Okay, let me show you all this food we had at our fall party. I started down here on the desserts. My daughter-in-law makes an amazing pumpkin roll. My sister made that sugar cream pie. A sweet girl from our church makes this apple pie. It's always a huge hit. Look at this yummy dessert. There were so many delicious desserts. Pumpkin pie. And my daughter-in-law Hope made cinnamon bread. That's a yum cake. Oh my word. I don't know what everything is here on the table, but it is a whole lot of yummy sweet treats. Now we're going to move in here to the lunch portion. We've got sliders, slaw. I also made that Italian sandwich. I made it as a dip this time. We've got all kind of casseroles, sandwiches. There's my friend Scott. There's my brown Betties. And my goodness, chicken. We have several different kinds of soup. We always end up having, you know, a weenie roast over the fire. There's my cheese dip. You guys, I got so busy in the kitchen, and I'm not good to film when we're hosting something. That's why I didn't show you after shots of my dishes. I'm just showing you here on the table, but my word, it was delicious. I also want to tell you, be sure and watch. I will have linked below the video from the party. I want you to watch that. It is so good.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. I have 2 packages of brats here in my skillet and 2 onions. I'm frying these up for a fellowship meal today. I'm actually just getting a sear on them. And then I'm going to transfer them over here to my casserole dish, and they will bake at church to finish up. And then I got my crock pot on low, and I'm getting ready to put 2 of these pork shoulder roasts because they're small. You can see here, they're not real big. So I'm going to put 2 of these in the crock pot per James' request. He has been in Arizona on business for a few days, and so he said, how about a pork shoulder roast in the crock pot for when I get home? So I will gladly do that. All right, I got both of them in there. I got them seasoned up with Lowry's seasoning salt, pepper, garlic, and minced onion. I'll cook these on low. Okay, here it is. All steamy. I put the juice down in the bottom of that it cooked in for just a little bit, and all the onions. I put a little bit of Italian seasoning and dried parsley on top.
Just gonna cover this with foil and this will finish baking off. I'd say maybe 30 to 45 minutes-ish, maybe take a little bit longer, but it's gonna be delicious. Hi everybody. I am making Brenda Gantt's cabbage casserole spontaneously. I had it for the first time yesterday at our church fellowship meal, and it was so good, you guys, so good. And so I got into my refrigerator as I was getting together things for dinner, and I'm like, oh, I have a little bit of cabbage, not very much. And I have no idea what was in this cabbage casserole, but I'm like thinking, okay, let me look this up and see. And I think I can pull it together, you guys. I think I can. So let me show you what I've got going here. I'm on my phone instead of my regular camera because I did not plan on recording any of this. And I've got some crazy hair today, but let me show you. Okay, so I've got, I think I have about 4 cups of cabbage, and that's what the recipe called for, is 4 cups of coarsely, or not coarsely, I think it just said rough chopped, something like that, cabbage. So here's my cabbage, and it calls for an onion and some cream of chicken and some Ritz crackers. I think I have everything, you guys. So let me get this going and I'll bring you along. I tell you, when I had that yesterday, I went up to see if there was a little bit more because I wanted another bite or two, and it was gone. It was so good. My sweet friend Paula made it yesterday, and oh, it was delicious. So, all right, let's get going here on this Brenda Gantt's cabbage casserole. Okay, it calls for, I think, a cup of onion as well. It says to put your cabbage in the bottom of a sprayed 9x13. I'm using like an 8x11 or something like that. So it says to put the onions on top, and then you're going to mix together some cream of chicken soup with some mayonnaise, and then that goes on top. So I'll have the whole recipe linked below, or a link to Brenda's video where she's made this. I didn't look at that. Oh, there's a spare piece of onion. I just found a recipe online that I'm following, but there are links to her video, and I can put that down below. So let me get the cream mixture going. Okay, I think it calls for a cup of cream of chicken. This is a little over a cup. That's 1 can. So I'm gonna use this whole can, and then it calls for some mayonnaise, and this is what I need to finish up right now. I just have a little left. So I'm gonna cut back a little bit on the mayonnaise since I'm going a little bit over on the cream of chicken soup. So I think it's a cup and a cup. So I'm gonna end up with 2 cups, but just a balance of these 2, if that makes any sense. So okay, before I top with the creamy mixture, it says to top this with salt and pepper. I'm not gonna use a whole lot of salt because it has a cheese topping, a cracker topping, and I'm using salted butter, which is also in there. So that's probably plenty. And now, oh wait, I gotta add a half a stick of this melted butter to my mayonnaise and my cream of chicken. Okay, here is my soup and mayonnaise mixture. The melted butter goes right in with that. I thought it was gonna go in the cracker topping, but then I looked again, it goes with this. So let's get this all mixed. Okay, let's just kind of spoon this over. Leave me a copy down below if you watch Brenda Gantt. I have one of her cookbooks. I bought my mother-in-law one of them last year for Christmas, and she had just bought both of them, the 2, for herself. So she kept the one I gave her because I had written in it, if I'm remembering right, that's how it went, and gave me the one that she had bought for herself. And so I really like that cookbook. But I've just recently started watching some of her little cooking reels, and I really like them. But I've never seen this one, and I just had it yesterday. Like I said, it's so good. So leave me a comment below. I'm sure a lot of you may watch her, or you may have made this cabbage casserole. I have made the Pioneer Woman, her recipe. I think it's cabbage casserole. It's called Edna Mae's. That one's really good too. Okay, now I'm gonna do the topping. This is like white cheddar, regular cheddar mix. And I did a whole sleeve of the Ritz crackers. Called for a cup, I think, so it's probably pretty close. Pour it on top. I'll do a little mixing as I go. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. Usually the butter goes in the crackery topping, but it does not in this one. Okay, perfect. This bakes 35 to 45 minutes in a 350 oven. So I'm gonna get this in. Now you saw me put that roast in the crock pot yesterday on Sunday morning. When you're watching this, it was the day before, and we ended up not having that day because my husband's plane was a little delayed and ended up being a longer day after all was said and done. So I just put that in the refrigerator, and so here we are the next day. What I did here is pulled off a little bit of the broth off of a little bit of the fat off of that roast, and I am making what I call a white vegetable gravy. I don't know that I've showed this here before making it. I think I've talked about it, but I don't know if I've showed making it. So you basically start off just like you're making a gravy. You make a roux, you know, with some fat, with some flour, and your seasonings. I'm showing you here on this evaporated milk can. If you use a can opener like that and just do a whole one on each side, then it pours out so much better than having to deal with a completely open can. So that's what I was pointing out there. So I always use, on this, I use the evaporated milk. That's just the flavor that I had when I grew up having this. That's how my mom always made it, and it does not have the same flavor without. So you basically make a little bit of a gravy, and then my mom would always pull out a few of the cooked carrots and potatoes because she always made that with this meal when she did pork. And you smash those up a little bit and you put those into the gravy and stir them in. And this gravy gets served alongside the pork or over cornbread. That's how I like it, is over my cornbread. You crumble your cornbread up and put your gravy over it. It probably sounds different. I'm telling you, it's so good. Not sure where my mom came up with the recipe or where she originally had it from, but I love it. Listen at that crispy crust on the cornbread. You just cannot beat it when your cast iron is so hot and it gets your crust all crispy on your cornbread. Here's my cast iron. My mom gave this to me when I got married. It's a Wagner brand. Such a great little iron skillet. I use it exclusively for cornbread, nothing else. Okay, so here is the cabbage casserole out of the oven. It definitely did get toasty on the top even without the butter, but let me just give you my thoughts on it. It was not near as good as my friend Paula's. It was not. As soon as I tasted it, I was like, it doesn't taste like the same at all. And I guess one thing I would say, you know, if you have time, do your research, and I usually always do, but I did not do it this day because I was spontaneously making this, and so I just found a recipe that someone shared on their website that said it was Brenda Gantt's cabbage casserole recipe. Well, it was indeed so much different than hers. I went to her a reel of her making it herself, and there were so many things different, from the amounts of ingredients used. Brenda Gantt put butter in her cracker topping, which this one did not call for it. So I was like, okay, how is this so different? How can someone call this the same recipe when it was so different? Yeah, it was mainly the amounts and the ingredients were so varied. So I guess the moral of the story, sometimes you can just pull up a recipe and it works out great. Sometimes you can, and it's probably not going to be as good. We ate this one. It was yummy, I will say, but it did not taste like the one that my friend Paula made. And so, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. So I will make it again following Brenda Gantt's reel with the amounts and the things that she shared. But what did taste absolutely amazing was this pork in the crock pot with the gravy over the cornbread, the potatoes, carrots, onion, and I had some sweet pickles with mine. This was right up there with one of my favorite meals growing up, right up there with ham and beans. I always loved ham and beans. But give this one a try. Try this gravy if you haven't. Try it with pork. Try it just like this. It is just an absolutely delectable meal. My husband loves it. No, 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 no. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you helping me cook dinner? Can you say hi? Say hi. Hey, look, wave, say hi. Say, my name is Griffin. Say hi. You want to see yourself? Is that Griffin? Hi, Griffin. What? Who's my little kitchen helper tonight? Aren't you? Oh. What? Is he not just the most adorable sweet baby? That's our youngest grandson, and he has the best hair, and so they've been letting his hair grow out a little bit, but he just got a haircut, and boy, he looks like a whole full-fledged toddler now. We love that little long hair as long as he, you know, tolerated it, but it was getting long, and so Mommy and Daddy felt like it was the time to cut it off, and he just looks so cute. I wish I had a picture to insert, but I don't have one of his new haircut. But oh, he's so sweet. So I had 3 of my grandsons this night. I am making hamburger patties and mushroom gravy. I've made this plenty of times, but this was a request from James, and I was glad to do it, and the little boys love it as well. Their daddy, Gunner, our son, this was one of his absolute favorites, and Abigail makes it for him often because he loves it, so I knew the boys would love it as well. So basically, you just fry up hamburger patties, season them however you want, take them out of the skillet, remove the grease, leave those, all the good stuff that's stuck to the bottom, leave that though, because that's what gives you such a great amount of flavor. I was making 2 pounds of the ground beef patties this night, so I wanted to use 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, and then I used about 1.5 cans of milk for the gravy. We like a lot of pepper. I usually put some garlic powder in there, and then you just want to get the patties back in here and let them simmer a little bit. They can be done as quick as you need them to be, but if you want to simmer them kind of low and slow, that gravy that you put in there starts pulling up all of those bits off the bottom. It gets darker in color. It's such a delicious gravy. Of course, it's always great to serve with mashed potatoes. Put that gravy over top, and it's just an easy comfort meal. What are you doing down there? Are you playing peekaboo? Can you dance, Griffin? Dance. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Good job. Oh! Dance. Good job. Oh, yeah. And let's just say I was busy with those little boys getting plates made and getting everything ready for dinner that I forgot to film the plates. And also just to say we've been so busy around here. I didn't even have a video last week. Haven't even been cooking as much because we've just been really extra busy right now. But hopefully things will get back to normal soon. That was a yummy meal. Served it with peas and mashed potatoes. Okay, starting off this next clip here. I am pulling out a recipe that has been years and years and years since I've made it, but I used to make it often when all 3 of our sons were at home. Got it from a Taste of Home magazine years ago. You start off with 2 cans of crescent rolls. The sheets are just the regular rolls. If you use those, just pinch them all together. Basically, you're making a crust. I'm just using a standard size cookie sheet here, and I am making a taco pizza. So you get your crescent rolls all in the pan, get those baked, and now I'm going to show you how to put this taco pizza together. Okay, I haven't put my sour cream in yet, but I went ahead and added some dry ranch dressing. I'm going to add the sour cream. That'll give that a really good flavor. And then for toppings, I'm going to do, this is a half a chopped tomato and about 4 green onions. Here's my 1 pound of ground beef that's been fried and drained. I have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, minced onion, did I say onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, and cumin. That's what's in here. I'm going to reheat this here in just a few minutes. And here is my crescent crust all out of the oven. It's cooling down. So you put the mixture of the sour cream, cream cheese, and seasonings, put that on top, and that's going to serve, of course, as your binder, your sauce, to hold everything else in place. You just top it with your ground beef that's seasoned, top it with some cheese, and then the green onions, tomato. I put some shredded lettuce on the top. At the very end, right before we served, you could customize this, 100 different ways, however you would want it. It was such a big hit. The grandsons loved it. Of course, our sons, this has been a favorite of theirs. Okay, have a helper come down here so they can see ya. My battery's about ready to die, so we're gonna go quick, but I made these taquitos a while back. I showed you guys that.
Yes, you have 2 helpers.
Oh, look here, Conrad, 2 helpers. Look here, buddy. Look.
Conrad,
who is it?
Who is that, Conrad? Who is it?
Hi. But we're gonna get these taquitos and these little chicken tacos on the pan to bake. Henry's gonna help me. Okay, my battery's about to die.
I'm the taste tester, and I'm really hungry.
All right, can you put these on the pan for me?
Yes.
Just take one at a time and place them on the pan.
I might eat them before they even touch the pan.
We gotta bake those babies.
Yeah, as solid as ice cubes. I'd probably lose even more teeth if I took a bite of these.
Can you guys believe how big my kitchen helper is? All right, Henry's gonna keep helping me.
Okay, so you just want me to place all these like I am right here?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, we got quite a few, so you may have to put them a little closer together. The taquitos I showed them when I made them. And then these are chicken tacos from Costco. These are really good. They come 2 in a pack. And it's a whole big box. So Henry's going to get everything arranged for us.
And somewhere else in this video, I don't know because we filmed the video out of order. I'm going to have something in the background, but I'm going to be in this video a couple times, so it's going to be in the background 1 time a minute. And if you spot it, please do not put it in the comments, okay? I want everyone to try to find it, and if you do find it, it is true. It's really going to happen. And if you're really excited, please just please do not tell anyone in the comments. It'll ruin it all. And if you do tell them in the comments, even one person, just one, I won't do it.
Oh, no.
So, you better be good. The Grinch, or Santa is upon us, and I am the hairy Grinch.
Oh, my goodness.
I just shaved yesterday. I shave every time before I go on camera. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this. I don't know if I can fit all these on here. I'm going to try.
They can kind of overlap a little.
Okay. Yeah, they're basically touching.
Let's see what we got here. Hi, buddy. How about this? That. And then kind of like you can do that and kind of stand them up. You want Gigi to hold you? I will hold you.
Connor's just running around playing, because why not? Man, my hands are cold.
You're almost there. Let's flip this one over.
He's back.
Hey, I think we did it.
Yeah. Hello. Our camera died, so we just got the phone and put it on the camera stand thing. Anyways, here is the pizza, taco pizza that we were making. And, well, that's really it. But it looks really good. Cheese and meat and, oh, hi Conrad, you can't have this. Well, that's all I did it. Well, that's all I had to do. Anyway, I said I was going to be in this video a couple of times, and I'm just filming whenever the camera's out. So anyways, I was just filming in here, so if there's anything in the background, there isn't. This could be after I show the thing, and this could be before I even announced it. I don't know, I'm not the one editing it. It's pizza, taco pizza. But anyways,
a beautiful night out. And if you want to ask any questions, yes, you, I'm pointing right at you. You, yes, you, right there. Tim, Tommy, Bella, I don't know, I'm just guessing names. Anyway, you can ask questions and I will also give shout outs. And almost any question, I'll answer most of them. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If there's just a couple, I'll answer all of them and I'll give shout outs. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Henry was having a good time filming himself, and I just was happy to have him as a helper, so I just let him. All right, here's our spread. We got our taco pizza. We have our taquitos, our little chicken tacos, all the toppings, some queso, some nacho cheese, salsa, guacamole, all the things. Big thing of Spanish rice. This meal was so good. We loved it, and I'll have recipes down below. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed all the way to the end, would you give me an emoji or leave me a comment, even if you just say hi, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps my channel more than you would think. That little thumbs up helps. It does. It helps the algorithm. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, if you feel like you would like to be around here when I'm in the kitchen, hit that subscribe button. If you turn on the notification bell, it'll send you a little notification that I have a new video up, and of course, all for free. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Now I'm having a little talk. I just kind of, just wanted to talk around, because this should be at the end of the video. I don't know. Should be. I really don't know. Now remember, that secret thing that I was talking to you about that was going to appear in the background, it might have a different clip, it might not, I don't know. I'm guessing this part's gonna be at the end, so if this is at the end, make sure to like and subscribe.